Good morning, beautiful souls. I have a question, a very serious question. Who exactly decided I was qualified to be an adult? Because people ask me questions, like I know things. They expect me to make all these decisions, fill out forms, remember passwords, schedule appointments, understand insurance, and apparently I'm responsible for deciding what we're having for dinner every single day. At what point, please tell me, did this happen? Because occasionally, I still find myself thinking, is there another adult I could speak to? And then I remember, it's me. So naturally, I had a meeting with adulthood. Hello, I'd like to speak to whoever's in charge. That's you. No, seriously. Then there must be a supervisor. Nope. A manager? Still you. Sorry. This seems poorly supervised. When I was younger, I genuinely thought adults knew what they were doing, right? They drove places, they paid bills, made appointments, bought groceries, they had insurance. They seemed like official, right? And then I became one, and I discovered we're all basically Googling things. How long is chicken good in the refrigerator? What does this light on my dashboard mean? Can I put this in the dishwasher? Why is my plant dying? And occasionally, where did I put my phone while holding it? Oh my gosh. So, Kari? Yeah? You also need to schedule the dentist? Okay. And you need to buy groceries? Fine. And there's this little form you need to fill out. What form? Nobody knows, but it's kind of due on Friday. Can I re-sign? No, sorry. Well, it was worth asking, right? But here's what I've realized. I think one of the biggest surprises about adulthood is you never really arrive, right? There's no morning when you just wake up and suddenly think, there it is. I now understand life. Something new always happens. Something changes, something breaks, something doesn't go according to plan. Happens to me a lot. But you figure it out. Sometimes gracefully, sometimes confidently, and sometimes while standing in the kitchen saying, okay, what do we do now? And maybe that's what capable actually means. Maybe capable doesn't mean knowing everything. Maybe it means, I don't know, but I'll figure it out. That's very different because when I look back at some of the things I've made it through, I didn't have instructions for any of that. I learned, I adjusted, I asked many questions, I made a lot of mistakes. Sometimes I changed direction completely, but somehow I figured out the next thing and then the next. So today's return to yourself is for anyone who looks around occasionally and thinks, uh, does everybody else know something I don't? Probably not. They're figuring things out too. You don't have to know the entire how the story unfolds. You don't even have to have every answer. You don't even have to feel particularly confident today. Sometimes you just need to trust. When the next thing comes, I'll figure out the next thing because you've already done that more times than you probably even realize. So apparently, I am the adult. There will be no supervisor arriving. Nobody's coming to take over the paperwork and rescue me. And unfortunately, I still have to decide what's for dinner. But maybe I'm more qualified than I thought. Not because I always know what I'm doing, far from it, but because I've learned that I can figure things out when I don't. Thank you for joining me for another morning coffee with Kari. Keep laughing. Keep figuring it out. Keep trusting yourself with the next thing. And as always, keep returning to yourself. Kari, what now? What's for dinner? Cereal.